Hello, hello, hello. This is Andrew the Moo, and I am here with you. Now, we want to leave the mines, and we want to go away from that guy because that guy is murderous. And this is what we need. Okay, so let's move over here, and a naked little boy wanders over this way, and oh no, you've startled Cupid. And he swims to the other side and flies away. So he left his bow and arrows behind him. Well, let's take bow and arrows. Not like Cupid needed them anyway. Who needs a thing called love, right? You know, love, what's that? It doesn't exist. It's something that's made up by the patriarchy, the oligarchy, the Olive Garden. There we go. Like, where did Rosella go? Where did Rosella go? So we're heading up north. We want to make our way over to that creepy, spooky mansion that we saw in the beginning. So we go up north, and it just dawned on me. You have, like, the dwarf graveyard. Dwarf hut. Graveyard. Not creepy at all. Then we have the creepy, spooky mansion. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and save as we go to... about to say, like... There we go. Grab by the ghoulies. And let's open door, and let's head inside. And while I'm at it, oops, wrong button. We're going to go ahead and save while we're inside. I should have done that a moment ago. But now that we're inside, we can go this way, and there's something. Is there anything in here that we need? Anything at all? Okay, you know what this reminds me of all of a sudden? This reminds me of What's-His-Face's house. Mananan! It kind of reminds me of Mananan's house. Seriously. Okay, so, look. Bookshelves are bare, mostly. Check. Shelves. Look, shelves. Take book. So we've taken the Shakespearean book from the shelf and we carry it with us. And with that, we're going to save again. And let's explore the house real quick, shall we? Let's see, is there anything of interest in this home, this domicile, this frightening spook fest? Okay, that doesn't quite remind me of Mananan's house, but, you know, it is what it is. What happens if we keep going this way? Nothing. I'm shocked that nothing has tried to kill me yet. I'm dead serious. I am absolutely serious and shocked that nothing has tried to murder me here. Look. Oop, not lube. Crib. See an empty cradle here. I mean, seriously. You'd think that of all the things that they could try to kill you with, they would have a number of things in the creepy, spooky mansion. But no, there's nothing in here. I at least wanted to show it off, at least the inside of it, because I think that's all we're going to need of it. Seriously, that's all we're going to need of this. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to head off in this direction. And we're going to want to keep heading west for the time being. Because there's one specific thing that we're going to look at. And not quite sure what to say at the moment. I just want to find... Okay, this is where we're looking for. RNG has got to be with us for... Oh, boy. How about we try it this way where we're not, like, looking at the unicorn, because I don't want to mess with that unicorn. Oh! My bad. Alright, this is the first Easter egg in the game. I am, not going to share this in the Easter egg thing, but let's talk man. You say hello to the minstrel, who looks at you in surprise. Well, well, what do we have here? He asks. You introduce yourself as Rosella. Why, hello, Rosella, the minstrel says. Let me play for you one of my favorite tunes. And he begins to play an old ballad. Unfortunately, it appears that his musical skills are quite limited, as he plunks and pings his way through an otherwise beautiful song. Tie a ribbon round the old oak tree. Give book. You hand the Shakespeare book to the minstrel. Curiously opens and begins to read aloud, first hesitantly, then with increased forcefulness as he begins to get into it. Suddenly he stops and looks at you. This is wonderful, he exclaims. This gives me a new lease on life. No longer am I a mere minstrel. Now, I want to be a famous actor! To be, or not to be. How's that? He then gives you his lute, bids you farewell, and wanders off to stardom. Now, the reason why this is an Easter egg, and apparently I goofed up and didn't mention this, his name is Sir Frankie of Avalon. Ba-doom-toomp. If you have no idea who Frankie Avalon is, use Google. He was a famous singer back in, I want to think it was back in my mom's day, maybe before my mom. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let's make our way to the millions of beaches, beaches for me. It's the second game. This is the third game in a row where we have beaches. Beaches, 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 beaches. So there's something I am looking for. Okay, look for a gray shack. Trying to remember, is it here or is it close to here? RNG is not always your friend. Aha! There's the little jerk. Play lute. Rosella, on the other hand, is playing like death metal. Pan has ceased his dancing and now looks at you and the lute curiously. Give lute. Okay, Pan gratefully accepts the gift of the lute and happily returns, gives you the flute. Happily now he dances away. Oh, I'm so going to have fun of this in post-editing if I do what I plan on doing. Alright, so we have his flute. Now that we've got all this stuff, guess what it's time for us to do? It's time for us to get a unicorn. 3 episodes in, gathering just stuff. And now we can try to get the unicorn. Alright, so talk. Say a few words, the old fisherman. However, he must have other things on his mind as he seems to ignore you. He reeled in a boot and... Up! Thankfully, Rosella can swim. The fisherman is going into his house now. We are soaking wet. And why don't we follow him into his home? Open. You know what? How about we knock on the door? Instead of breaking and entering, let's knock on the door. Knock door. You knock loudly on the shanty door. A woman's voice answers, "Just come on in." Okay. Okay, and so now what we're going to want to do is, let's talk to the fisherman. Talk, fisherman. You talk to the grizzled fisherman as he sits at the table, sighing. He tells you, them fish ain't been biting lately. If things don't get better soon, I don't know what to do. Okay. Well, we talk to his wife, who's busily cooking. Talk. You say hello to the poor woman. With little patience, she responds, "What are you doing in here, young lady? Can't you see I'm busy? We've enough problems without worrying about you." I drop kick you in the face, woman. So what we want to do is we want to give fisherman pouch. Oop, not pooch. Pouch. It's not yours to get. What? Yes, it is mine to give. Control I. It literally is mine to give. It's let's try this again. Give fisherman diamond pouch. You offer the pouch of diamonds to the fisherman, who gladly takes it. "Wife, give this girl my fishing pole in trade," he tells his tired wife. "What?" Obediently, she retrieves the pole and hands it to you. "Thank you very much," she says, smiling. "You've certainly helped us." And my voice just gets worse for that woman. Thankfully, that's really all that we've got to say. It's just like, that's it. That's it. So, now we want to head over this way. Yay! Sorry. All right. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Should have saved it. I should have saved it. I should have saved it. Okay, so there we go. Swimming over. All right, let's hop on back up and let's go fishing. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's head on over this way and stop here. F5, save game. Because we're sitting on the dock of the bay watching the tide roll in. We want to bait, wow, bait worm, okay, bait hook. Scrunching up your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook of the fishing pole with a large earthworm. Fish. Eagerly from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. Yeah, you did a great job there. You just swung it in there, Rosella. You are awesome. Almost immediately, you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and fights the line as you slowly reel it in. There it is. You've caught yourself a fine, fat fish. All right, so now what we want to do is we're going to save again over this, and we want to head west. And you're like, west? There's just water here. Yeah, we're going to want to head west. And we're hoping that we don't catch any sharks anywhere around here, because if we... Whale! Yeah, we catch any... You've been swallowed by a huge whale. This wasn't supposed to happen yet. This wasn't supposed to happen yet. Well, I guess we have no choice but to be in the whale's mouth. We can't get out because of the fact we need an item. And see, that's one of the things that kills me about the King's Quest games is we've got to have an item to be able to get out of his mouth, because we don't have the item to get out of his mouth, we can't get out of his mouth. There's an item we needed from Genesta's island. No. Why? We have to load the game and start this over again. Yeah, that's not what we wanted. Let's hope that we are able to make it through here without either being eaten by a shark or without being eaten by a whale. I haven't seen a whale yet, so I'm very hopeful that we're not going to be eaten by a whale. Very hopeful. Very hopeful that we're not going to be eaten by a shark either. Because this is what we needed to do. We needed something from this little fella. Come back here, little fella. Where did you go? Take feather. You might find someone lying on the ground somewhere. What if I just want to take one off the peacock to be a jerk. Maybe I just want to do that. Maybe that's all I'm trying to do right now. Why do you have to make things difficult by like, well, maybe you just need to find one. Maybe you need to give me one. I'm entitled to that. You know? This patriarchy, oligarchy thing where you guys are like, you know, all the single white males are keeping all the feathers for themselves. I really should stop that. Alright, we want to take the feather. Now, guess what? Now we want to get eaten. Now we want to get swallowed by a whale. And I guarantee you, I'm going to be swimming around forever. But what we're going to do here is we're going to save. So we're going to save here, as we're going to have a whale of a time. Probably finding one, thanks to RNG. But anyway, this has been Andrew the Moon. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.